Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge exterior wall sconce called the Loft Large. This is the 30-25-75. So let's get into details on this. This is going to be 24.2 inches in height from the bottom of the fixture to the top of the fixture, 18 inches wide with a projection from the wall out of 19.9 inches. So the mounting height, which is the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your electrical outlet box, is coming in at 20.8 inches. Back plate that's going to go on the wall over this is 5 inches by 5.3. So a great way for you to see a lot of details about that is to look at the install sheets. These are the same ones that are going to come in the box when you get it. Best way to see that, look over on the right hand side of your screen midway down. You're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you tons of great information as well as technical drawings, stuff that you're going to want to see. It's going to show you how the bulb is set up, how the glass goes in. More importantly, it's going to show you how the backplate goes onto your junction box. And remember that when you are putting this into clapboard or shingles, you're going to be cutting a block that's going to have to be a little bit bigger than the 5 by 5.3, so possibly like 6 by 6, something like that. Just keep those things in mind. Use those install instructions because there's a lot of good info there, okay? Let's move on to a couple more things. It's going to be using a medium base socket pointing down. This socket can take up to 100 watts for incandescent. That's the older bulbs that we used to use. And this is an A19 bulb, just to FYI. So this is an A19 LED, and you can use this too without any problem at all. The glass on this is going to be pretty big, so you can do an A19 and A21 as far as LEDs go. And there's different types of LEDs. So this is that more traditional white LED. This is a phosphorus LED that has little phosphorus lines in it, and it's also clear and decorative. This is a Edison bulb. Remember these kind of pointy ones that are kind of cool? This is an LED as well. And let's talk about glass real quick second, because that'll lead me back to bulbs. So it's going to be available in two different types of glass, and this is actually the glass from the smallest of this series. So it's not the same right size, but it's the right type. So this is going to be called seated clear, and it's basically a clear glass with little tiny air bubbles all through it, all the way around it. So remember, if you're going to be getting this glass, you probably want to go for some kind of decorative, aesthetically pleasing light bulb, like a clear one, so because it looks pretty good inside. Could even be the Edison one, because that's kind of cool too. Probably wouldn't be that guy, because it's probably not as pretty. If you're going to be doing the opal glass, and Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is just a nice soft white glass. It's opaque, can't see through it, lets a lot of light through. That's where you'd probably want to go for this bulb, because then this would match basically your opal glass because it's got a white bulb anyway. So that kind of takes care of your glass situation. When you do buy LEDs, I've talked about it a lot before, that you can buy the color temperature of the light coming out of the LED. This is a softer, warmer light, a lot like the incandescent light we grew up with, and this is going to be 3,000 Kelvin. Every light's measured in Kelvin, basically. If you guys like that cooler, whiter daylight, they also call it full spectrum, that's going to be 4,000, 5,000. So remember, when you're looking at a box for this stuff in a hardware store, there's a little chart with a little arrow on it. It's going to tell you what that color spectrum is. 3,000 is warmer, 4,000, 5,000 is whiter. Just remember that, like doctor's office white, that kind of thing. If you're on like Amazon or any of these websites, it'll tell you right off the bat, which color temperature it is. It's a dimmable fixture as well. If you guys want to dim it, make sure you buy an LED that's dimmable and you have it on a dimmer set up for LEDs. Okay? So moving on from there, let's talk about what this is made out of. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting. The reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in the world in extreme weather. We do a lot of oceanfront houses with Hubbardton Forge stuff, and oceanfront gets the most extreme weather in the world. You'll also notice that all the jet airliners in the world are made out of aluminum because it's strong, doesn't corrode or rust, lightweight, welds beautifully, really holds up great. And on top of that, Hubbardton Forge has developed these outdoor coastal opaque powder coat finishes, and you'll notice there's a chart that of all the finishes, the colors this comes in on the page for this fixture, and we'll talk about what powder coats are. So let's say this is the fixture and you have a wire going up, a wire going down. They run a little bit of electricity through it to make it positive, which attracts everything like static electricity does. You'll see the picture next to me, the person is shooting powdered finish into the air around it, that's going to be attracted to every nook and cranny of this thing. It's going to be completely coated. They'll take that fixture into an oven, bake it all down, and make a super hard shell about that all around it, and then that's going to make it virtually indestructible. It allows Hubbardton to offer the best limited lifetime warranty in the entire lighting industry, which is over on the left-hand side of your screen. Check that out too, for residential applications. And you'll see, when you're investing in outdoor lighting, you really want a warranty like that, and there is no better warranty, so keep it in mind, okay? So Hubbardton Forge, we have the biggest Hubbardton Forge in the world. We have the biggest Hubbardton Forge showroom in the world. They have no showroom here in Vermont. This is the one they use. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page on our website. It's back in the red tabs over on the left. If you guys want to see what's here, check that out. We're always adding to that too. So in addition to all of that, we have a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. It's an amazing deal when you guys come in here, and you'll want to do a couple things. So measure everything at home that you can think to measure, so you know what you're looking at when you're looking at clearance stuff, if you can use it. So that means measuring ceiling heights, measuring tables, counters, distances between junction boxes over islands. All of that stuff is really important. Take pictures with an iPad. Bring the iPad with you so we can go over everything together. Really important. Bring a good size SUV. Boxes tend to be a little on the larger side, okay? Very, very important. When you guys buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, and those are generally big things on pallets for the most part. Custom items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that long ahead of time. And we also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all these finishes to play with. So it's all made as the orders come in. Takes generally 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's very inexpensive. If you guys want to know more about that, drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and I can clue you on everything. You can also call me during business hours, 802-446-2400, and talk to me directly, okay? So I'm here every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. Actually, I take it back. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. So thanks for stopping in today. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.